Oh no, it's Villains Week. Villains Week continues with none other than the Super Friends versus Legion of Doom, the infamous Toyman. How you guys doing? This is M.I.B. Master coming at you again with another awesome review on Villains Week. Today, we're going to be discussing a pretty cool character from the Super Friends cartoon from the late 1970s. And we'll be giving some background on this very colorful character that pretty much was pretty straightforward and extremely fun watching as a kid growing up. Couldn't take this guy seriously. I really couldn't, and yet he needed to be taken very seriously because he was very deadly. He was very dangerous. But he looked really cool. So as a kid growing up in the 70s, this Toyman was one of my favorite bad guys on the Super Friends, the Legion of Doom. Let's get in close, guys. Cool figure. An exact replica of carbon copy of the TV classic. Same character. Figures Toy Company brought this guy out, produced this guy, and they did a phenomenal job. They've been doing a great work with the Super Friends line and all the characters, and they got tons more coming out. They're just making these guys super fast right now. It's hard to keep up with these guys. But when I got word and news that Figures Toy Company would be producing Toyman, I said, I have to get this guy. I can't wait. It took forever for this guy to come out, and they finally released him and made to scale 8-inch Mego figure, which they did something different with the body, a thinner body. As Toyman, we all know from the cartoon, from Super Friends cartoon, was thin, on the thin side, so he didn't really have a lot of muscles. There's a great photo of the actual cartoon, snapshot of the cartoon. You can see the Legion of Doom, the Hall of Doom, I should say, in the background there. The murky swamp where it was located at. Let's go up top. There's a DC Comics Toyman. And this is a series 4. So I mean, that like I said, Figures Toy Company, they're rocking and rolling with these figures. And let's just get in close on our villain of the week. Just phenomenal head sculpt of Toyman. Just awesome. Just a little back history on this guy. Toyman's real name is Winslow Schott. His first appearance was in Action Comics number 64, and he debuted in that comic book in September of 1943. These characters, DC just didn't throw these characters on a TV screen and gave them names, generic names and whatever. These characters has been around for a very long time. So even before that, the Super Friends cartoon came out, Toyman was around 30 years prior to that, or I should say Winslow Schott. Basically, you know, his powers, if you want to call them powers, he really doesn't have any powers. He's a genius, if nothing else, a technological genius that can really make weapons. And just so happens that he turns these weapons into toys, lethal toys. Let's get this guy. So that's just a little background on him. But you know, his believe it or not, his primary enemy is nemesis, I should say, is Superman. So go figure. I mean, of all the people he could pick on, he goes right after Superman, the Man of Steel. There's just great work, craftsmanship. Price point on this figure was about $26, but with shipping and handling, I think I brought it to like about $34. So all in all, this is like about a $34 figure. To me, it's well worth it. They did a phenomenal job on Toyman. If you're a Toyman fan, you definitely have to get this guy. You have to get this guy. Let's turn him around real quick. Check the back out, and as you can see, there's a ton. The roster is loaded for the Super Friends and the Legion of Doom. And there's, I want to get Solomon Grundy, for the Super Friends, Solomon Grundy. Wonder Twins over there, Giganta, Grodd. They just got everybody. Cheetah. There's the Super Friends Bizarro and the Super Friends Scarecrow, Black Manta. Just, they're loaded. And this came out in 2016. Let's turn it back around. So they have a ton of rosters coming out, figures coming out for the Super Friends and the Legion of Doom. I currently have a lot of Super Friends and a lot of the Legion of Doom members. So you'll be seeing more of these guys probably during the week, because as it is Villains Week, we want to keep this ball rolling with the bad guys. Let's see one more close-up of our star of the show here. This is the infamous Toyman. Awesome. Super cool. My kids really like this guy too. My daughter wants this guy. Every time she comes down here to the collection room, she points to this guy. She wants this guy. And I said, "No, you can't have him." She's like, "Why? He's a toy." I was like, I know. So, but just ultra cool, great conversation piece. You can still get this guy. He's on, he's definitely still out on the first market. Forget the secondary market. He's still out there. You can get this guy for us collectors a little or nothing when you consider what action figures are really going for now with the G.I. Joes and the more expensive action figures, companies out here. So $26, shipping and handling probably with $34. Not too bad, not too shabby on this guy. And what more can I say about this guy? Just like I said, really cool. They just did a great job on him. Not a lot. Now, this is one figure that would have been kind of cool if he came with a few accessories, because the lack of superpowers with this guy. But what saves him is the fact that he's super colorful and he's super cool. So, but definitely could have had maybe some, you know, a gun or toy gun or something, or a little toy soldier that did something, you know, have some type of weapon or something, could change into a weapon or something. But, you know, a bouncing ball with, you know, it turns into a bomb or something, you know, that would have looked really cool with him as a side accessory for him. But, you know, just him as quick as we can. Like that face, the head sculpt is beautiful. It's all one piece, but as you can see, the time and energy it took to really must have make that and design that. So the design team on the Super Friends toy line, kudos guys. You guys did, hats off to you guys. You guys did a phenomenal job on Toyman. So that's Toyman, guys. We're gonna keep this train moving. The bad guys, the tough guys of DC, the villains, have taken over M.I.B. Master Channel. They've taken over. They're running the show. Today, Toyman was calling the shots. Please like and subscribe. It helps our channel, our evil channel. And by all means, God bless, guys. And keep collecting bad guys. I got it right this time.